I ever wanted was to give my children a paradise. Show them the path of the divine. But now, Daikon is dead. Government is here. How do I make this right?
It's hard to do that when you have serpents in your ears.
A civil war is brewing within the Rakudushis. A battle for the highest throne.
You want to take the highest place.
Someone has to keep this place together.
Now that Daikon is dead, anything is possible. Ruth, you cannot have this baby here.
Tonight, we come to you live from the Rakudushi compound.
This is not gonna be good.
When I first entered, there were children singing. But I couldn't help but feel like there was something evil.
Oh, so evil.
Are you ready to get into it? Let's get into it.
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell everybody what they can expect from Mother Supreme in part 2 of season 5?
She's just as ornery and evil as she ever was. I mean, nothing new. They just make her eviler and eviler.
Thanks. So your character in Ruth, y'all are known to go back and forth all the time, and it's so classic. What do you enjoy most about the character this season?
Because I didn't really get to work with her a lot. But last season, the 5th season, I got to work her we really got close. And there's a couple, I don't want to spoil anything, but there was a couple of scenes in there where it got really, really touching. And it was looking like I was letting my guard down because of what she's going through. And I liked that the writers gave us that so we could work, because we work together so well, We work together so well. She knows what I'm thinking. I know what she's thinking. And sometimes we'll smile because we know what the next move is going to be. But I love working with Ruth. I do. First, it was me and Daikon. We couldn't get along. Now it's me and Ruth.
Yeah, well, I can't wait to see that. It's always great when, you have chemistry and everything.
Yeah.
Good. I've been a fan of yours for a while because Ruth is one of my favorite shows. So,
It's a crazy one. There's a lot going on. It's different from all the Tyler shows. So
exactly, different from anything. But so that's where we're gonna start at. Just tell everybody pretty much about Manny this season, what we can expect in part 2 of season 5.
I think Manny, Manny started as one of the more subservient ranks of soldiers. He's climbing in his ascension. And I think what's interesting about this season is everyone, because obviously Daikon, the incident with Daikon, everyone's, the power shift and the power dynamic starting to change. So Manny's trying to find his way and all that. And he's been interested in Zane since the beginning. So his pursuit of Zane never ceases.
That's funny because that leads me to my next question. Because Manny's been kind of terrorizing the women, from the beginning. So I would say he's been providing support and help also. How would you describe Manny?
I think Manny is like many other characters in the compound. I think he's been made to be hardened within the confines of the code. I think deep down he's really a lover boy who really has a lot of insecurities and childhood trauma. And I think as he is growing, not only in his manhood and his position, he's trying to make sense of all these things. But one thing I've noticed about Manny is that although he does have he does terrorize here and there, he does have a soft inside. Deep down, I think he doesn't really know how to express that. And like most bullies do, he's just he's suffering from different things deep down inside.
I like that. I like how you broke that down.
Well, we can jump right in. First of all, thank you so much for taking the time to speaking with us at Urban Bridges. It's an honor to speak with you guys and just kind of usher in this new season. So we are so grateful to have that opportunity to do that with you all.
Yeah, stoked. I'm excited. Come on. I can believe it's already March. I'm like, wow, crazy.
Super crazy. Tell everyone what they can expect from Zane in part 2 of season 5.
Ooh, juicy. I feel like maybe the biggest part is there's so much growth with her Especially if you've been watching us from the beginning, you see stark differences every season of Zane's evolution. And I think season 3 really kind of like ushered that in. And now season 5, part B, is like, she's not completely changed. She still has a heart of gold for the people that she loves. But I feel like now there's something different. There's a lot more at stake. There's a lot more people at stake and lives that are at stake. And I think she's in this vulnerable space, but she's also learned how to take her power. So there's a lot of Zane being this sort of new formation of a woman.
No, that was actually my next question. Zane has been through a lot, the character has, and she is a tough chick. What's been the best part for you about playing her over the years and the evolution of her?
Ooh, I think it's so interesting, our show and Zane. I think the way that her life and mine, although completely different, I'm not in a cult, but there's so many similarities in her ways that she interacts with the world and how she's like a chameleon, and she'll shift into this form for the highest, and then she'll shift into this form for Ruth, and then to this form for River, for Joan, and so forth, Manny. And I think I've seen that sort of in my life, being in Los Angeles and being from Texas and growing up in like small towns all over the world. There's something about learning how to be fully yourself, but also mold yourself in every moment to what's at hand.
So at the core, could you tell us who Elder Mother is? Yeah, could you tell us who she is at the core? And if she had her way, how do you think things would turn out if she had it her way?
If I had it my way, because I'm so tuned in to the highest that I would be the number one under him. He wouldn't need anybody else. I would rule that compound myself. And because I feel that I'm being pushed out. There's certain things that he'll say to me, or certain things he'll take away from me and give to someone else. And I just feel neglected right now. And so I try to hold on to what little power I have. And so that would be the core. If I had one thing to do, that would be to run that compound into the ground. I would run it into the ground. I would only put people in there I wanted to have in there.
I heard that. I heard that. So you've been working with the cast for years. Could you share a little bit about your experience just overall with everybody?
My experience with basically all the actors, with that type of setup, that type of shooting, you need to be a family. There's no way around it. We help each other. And if you didn't help each, because there's nobody sitting out there, we, me. It's all of us together. And I like that, because when you pass a certain age, your brain cells don't get to clicking like they're supposed to be clicking. And so you depend on help of your other actors, and they've been so patient with me. I just love them to death. And Mara, deep down inside, she loves them too, but she doesn't want them to know it because she always wants to be the queen.
You've been working with a great cast. You've been there pretty much since the beginning. Talk about the experience of working with them and what you enjoy most.
Oh, we become a family. I think because of the amount of rigor that our show requires, I think we've bonded in certain ways. I mean, we're in the elements. We don't get studios like some of the other shows do. So we're outside in the elements, and I think that builds a camaraderie. We've grown to know each other in different ways, and our character dynamics have changed and come together in a lot of different ways. And I think that's built a lot of cast unity. And we just know when we show up, we just know what we're doing now. So everything flows.
I like that. It makes a lot of sense.
Awesome. Now, you've worked with a great cast up to now. What has been the best experience about working with them?
Oh my gosh. I love Melissa. I love Matt. I love everybody. Baadja. We're so like we're such a family. I think being on set is so fun because we're working and we work really hard. You know, we have like hours and hours and hours of work, but also there's this sort of like we're all in this together. Not to go High School Musical on us, but we're like really all in this together. And we know that if one person is feeling down or low or unable to connect, like that affects us all. So we really kind of come together to lift each other up and do our best to have smiles. I mean, even Matt, like Matt plays the highest and his role is so intense, but he is the most genuinely amazing and incredible and kind human being. I was hanging out with him at the NAACP Awards the other weekend, almost like the whole time, and like was hanging out with Melissa too, but like Matt, he's always like had my back. And yeah, I love our cast so much. And Melissa's just so nice. Every time, especially when I first got to LA and I was working on Ruthless and we came back to LA and you know, because we shoot in Atlanta, Melissa's just she's such a sweetheart and so open and always just wants the best for all of us. You know, she's like our lead, so her energy trickles down to the rest of us, and she's always holding it down, always.
And then you got to tell everybody why they need to tune in every Thursday on BET Plus to watch Ruthless.
Well, I think, you know, people thought part 4 or season 4 was crazy. Season 5 is about to get, you know, things are about to get turned up. Like I said, power dynamics are going to shift. It's going to get bloodier. It's going to get crazy on the compound. And that's what I love about, you know, every season. Every season, it just, you know, accelerates more and more in its kind of its urgency. So I think we're at a point now where there's a lot of dynamic shifts, and every season is every episode is vital this season. So every Thursday, everybody tune in on BET Plus. You got to check out and see what happens. If you miss an episode, you may not know what happened. You know, every episode is key.
I love that. I'm gonna be tuned in. I'm checked in. Trust me.
What do you think that they should expect from the second part of the season?
Well, if they follow the first half, they have no choice but to go to the second half, because it was like when they left, it was like a cliffhanger, and it's been so long. People been waiting and waiting and waiting. We don't have to worry; they'll be there. Be there.
Yes, them cliffhangers always do it.
Oh man, I was waiting. I said, I can't remember what happened in the last episode because it was so long. I had to go back and go through the script and see what was going on. It's going to be a mess.
All right now. So we see you on social media. We see your videos. We love them. I have to keep busy. Yes. What made you start doing videos like that?
My manager, because she said that that's the going thing now, because I didn't want to. I didn't want to. She said it would probably help your career, you know. So then once I did the first video, I was looking to see what was going on, if I liked it. And people started liking it, you know. And I said, whoa. I said, you got a talent. God gave you a talent. You better use it. So I just started pulling out my old characters and everything. And it's been working for me, because I think I have on TikTok over 200 and something thousand. I know it's not a lot compared to other people, but to me, it's a lot.
Yeah, well, we love it. We love seeing it. And please don't stop. Your manager was right.
Thank you.
Yeah. So before we go today, is there anything you want to share personally that you want anybody to know?
I just want them to tune into the show. Keep enjoying Ruthless, because it is worth watching. We've gotten so much better over the years, because the first season was like growing pains. And then the second season, we was creeping into what our characters. Third season, we started joining each other as family. It was on and running after that. So I just want them to continue to support us, support Mr. Perry's work, because he's doing an awesome job. And just keep watching Ruthless. That's all I have.
Yes, we will keep watching.
On BET Plus.
BET Plus.
Yes.
Thanks so much. Thanks for
You're welcome,
doing the interview.
darling.
All right. Have a great day.
You too.
Mary, tell us what was your absolute favorite, most memorable moment on set.
Wow. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna say two. The first one was, it was a couple seasons ago. It was like 2 or 3 seasons ago, and Tyler Perry turned on music, and we were like shooting outside somewhere, and he was sitting at his director's chair. He turned on music on the speakers, and everyone, like all the cast, all the background, all the crew, we started dancing all together. It was such a fun moment. And then, you know, we all got back to work, but it was such a cool, like, lighthearted moment because it's such a deep and dark show. You know, at times there's like lightness, you know, but it's you know, we're dealing with topics that are very, very real and intense. But I'd say from this last season, like season 5, me, Melissa, and Elise, who plays Lacey, we all wrapped, I think, like a day early, versus everyone who is on the FBI side. So like Blue, who plays Andrew, Craig, who plays the sheriff, they were all shooting that day. So I was literally in sweats. We walked onto the set that day and we just like hung out with everybody, and we were able to just like be there. Like the crew didn't even recognize me. They were like, oh my gosh, Zane. My hair was like, and then like I was all frumpy, just like sweats and like a backpack. And they were like, oh, this is the real me, guys. This is really who I am. But it was so fun to see everybody working so hard and just love, you know, being on set and being together and being creative.
Tell everyone why they need to tune into 5B premiere of Ruthless and the entire season on BET Plus.
Okay, you get to tune into this premiere because our show deals with a lot of different things, but they all matter. And every single thing that we deal with requires representation. And the love that we put into it, it's really for all of you guys who have been coming back and hanging out with us season after season. So honestly, we go out and we are on Tyler Perry Studios. We have a compound that's built out for our set, and it's so hot in Atlanta in the summer when we shoot. And we're sweating and we're doing this, but we like know that what we're doing, it matters. Just like you watching matters, and everything that you create, if you're an artist or anything that you do, you matter too. So thank you for watching, and yeah, keep tuning in because it's crazy. It's it's insane. It's intense. And I want to say so many things right now, but I know it's coming so close and you're going to get it all soon. So yeah, just get ready. And thank you for being here and for watching.
Anything else you want to leave with the viewers?
Love you. Or this heart. Someone was like, this is the Gen Z heart. And I was like, it's kind of hard. I'm going to keep this one. I love it.
We thank you so much. We appreciate you for speaking with us. We look forward to seeing you continue to blossom as an artist and as an actress. Your energy is so beautiful, and I love to see that. Congratulations on another part of this 5th season, and we look forward to seeing you more.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, trust me. And then switching gears before we wrap, I couldn't speak with you without asking you about Duplicity, the new Tyler Perry movie.
Oh, yeah.
Character in that.
Yeah, so I play a man, a boxer by the name of Ronnie Blackburn, who, you know, suffers from, I can't say like a ton, you know, but based on the trailer, he suffers from some police brutality. And, you know, he's married and his best friend's an attorney. So after these things transpire, we kind of see how his friends and family unravel and what was the real story behind his death and what happened with Ronnie Blackburn.
Oh, yeah. A good Tyler Perry twist. I already know.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've been acting for a while. Have you played your ideal role yet? And if not, what would that be?
I played some really good things. I think Ruthless gives me an opportunity to be very physical with the stunts and a lot of the things we do. And I think, you know, just taking that to a different level in terms of, I like action. I've always loved action. So I like doing my own stunts. I like doing risky things, taking risks, and things that will really stretch my imagination, but also my physical ability. So I also love the opportunity to really dive into certain characters and understand the lifestyle behind certain characters. So I love like war movies is one of my favorite things. So if I could do a war situation, that would be really cool for me. Yeah. I can tap into that.
Real good. Well, before we wrap, is there anything else you want to share or leave with your fans? You got a lot of fans just from Ruthless alone.
Oh yeah. I just want to continue to thank everybody. And it's not easy to put on 5 seasons of a show. And I think we've been very fortunate. And I think, it's all to the fans who supported what's been going on in the compound. And, I think first season we were trying to figure out like how this was going to work and, how people would take to it because the show is so different. So here we are, season 5. And I'm just so appreciative of everybody who's tuned in from day one. We really appreciate you guys.
Okay. We appreciate you. So again, thank you for taking time out speaking with Urban Bridges. Again, my name is Aries, and I look forward to the Tyler Perry movie and what you do next.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No problem. Have a good one.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
It is time to enact my plan.
The unthinkable.
The unthinkable.
The evil government has grown in size outside our gates. But those wishing to follow the Raku have also grown in size outside our gates. All hail the highest!
This place is ready to erupt.
All hail the highest!
The gate's opening.
She's wearing a bomb.
All hail the highest! I am ready to fight! Are you ready to fight? All hail the highest! All hail the highest!
How did we get to this place? I love you.